Hi, I am home for the summer, which is exciting. I finished my finals today and I am exhausted. So I'm a big fan of Etsy as a general matter. I'm a big fan. I like Etsy. And I was on there recently shopping for Mother's Day gifts for my mother. Um, and I found a bunch of psychics on Etsy, which I didn't know there were, but I found that you could buy like past life readings, and then I found a couple of these where they would not only like tell you who you were in your past life, but then they would also send you a drawing of what you looked like in your past life. And I was like, this looks fascinating. I have to do this for a video. So that's what I'm gonna do. So let me cool little magic trick for you. Let me just show you the links that I have. This is the first one, which is very cheap, all considering. So as you can see, same hour reading. Okay, let's read the description first. These seem like several different things. It could be a past life reading, a reincarnation. But then it also says a 3-card past lighting, a 5-card, a 7-card. All of these things cannot be true at once, right? Like I know tarot, unless he's doing several like card spreads for this. So he does a 3-card spread and writes down what he finds from that, and then a 5-card spread and writes down what he sees from that. And that makes it seem even less likely that he can get it done within 1 hour. It's currently, okay, I guess it's Sunday now, but it's currently 3:14 a.m. on Sunday. And they also come with portraits. Very detailed portraits, according to this. So either it's done by let's see what it says here. Pick your depth. Okay, let's see. For a 3-card reading, it's just a general overview. Is it just, I guess I'll ask for a 10-card reading then. Let's look at the other ones and then I will tell you what my thoughts are. So this one is a little bit more expensive, but it is 75% off, so really, I can't afford not to get it. And I'm getting the past life reading and the color drawing, so discover your soul's legacy. Karmic insights. Understand the karmic patterns and lessons that have shaped your spiritual evolution. Historical echoes of past self. Submit the details. A harvest of wisdom. And then photos of the reviews. This kind of looks AI generated to me. Maybe it's not. We will save our thoughts. And then did the photos give us anything? Nope, just vibes. Okay, next one. So again, past life story and portrait. I want the colored drawing. I don't care about a spouse. That's crazy. I wonder if that's going to be what the photo looks like. I am over the age of 18. And a lot of these say for legal reasons, it's for entertainment only. But by saying for legal reasons, you're kind of saying that it's not for entertainment only. You will receive it in your email in 24 hours, depends also on the demand. That's an interesting thing to... I mean, I get that because the more demand you have, it would obviously not be possible to get everyone within 24 hours. But I feel like you can't say you'll get it in your email in 24 hours, guaranteed. Unless a couple people order, in which case you'll get it when you get it. I don't know, we'll come back thoughts after I talk about each of them. Again, past life reading. I am getting the long text instead of the short text, and I am a woman. Again, this has been a theme throughout the series, but I love that we're talking about spirituality and past lives, and we're being very liberal, but you can only be a man or a woman. Non-binary people do not exist. If you identify as non-binary, you do not get any... Non-binary people are not allowed to have past lives. Shame on you. None of these are... I'm not gonna read all that. That's just... Reviews are crazy. Anyway. Is this gonna show what the drawings look like? I don't know. This says get it by May 21st or 22nd. So that is also a couple days. And this one is the most expensive. I saved it while it was... Wait a minute. It comes by May 25th and 31st. No, it says you will get... Okay, it says you will get your past life portrait within 12 to 24 hours. I saved this while it was on sale. It is no longer on sale. I'm just gonna bite the bullet and get it, even though I kind of don't want to give this much money to people. Which I'll talk about why in a second. So presumably these are the kind of drawings they will give you. Yeah. And you should get this within 12 to 24 hours. I sign each one with your name so you know it has been created personally for you. Let's talk about that. So one of the things that I want to say outright is that I don't have a strong opinion on whether or not I think psychics exist. If you identify as psychic or you believe in psychic abilities, that's great. I don't want to immediately discount that. I just don't think any of these psychics are real. And let me give you a couple reasons why. First of all of these promise to get it to you within 24 hours. And the first one offers to get it to you within an hour, which... So I am not a visual artist, but does anyone in the comments want to tell me how long you think it would take to do paintings like this? Because I think it would take a while. And I don't want to... And I get that they say they sign each one with your name, but in theory, could it not be possible for them to have like a bunch of the drawings in a folder, and then when someone orders, they select one based on the information they were given, and then just add the signature on top of it? Do we think that that is more or less likely than them painting an image as detailed as this within 12 to 24 hours? I also don't know. It's a Sunday right now. It's 3 a.m. on a Sunday, so I said I might get this Monday or Tuesday because I don't know when these people work, because I presume it's business hours, right? And especially for this, like, it says it will get it to me in an hour, and I'm sorry, but if I wake up tomorrow and I get it by 4 a.m., I'm assuming that this is automated, because there's no way that this person, like, gets an alarm that wakes them up whenever they're doing something, or never takes breaks and is always ready to send you something within an hour, especially because, again, unless this is AI generated, which based on this, these actually very well might be AI generated. None of these images... I also don't know what I think about them selling AI generated art as their own. Actually, I do know what I think about it. I think that's really lame. Although I don't know what else you'd expect for $5 and getting it within the hour. I do not believe that someone can get something like this to you within 1 business hour unless the backstory and the drawing are already like locked and loaded and ready to go. So my personal belief is that they have a folder of different backstories and a folder of different drawings, and when someone orders, they pick one of each and send it off to you. This one says May 21st, and it doesn't say, so this is 2 days. And a sketch like that, again, I'm not an artist, so this does seem complicated to me, although this does seem more reasonable. So if any are real, I think it's this one. especially because it's normally $100. Although I have the slightest feeling that these are the kinds of things that are always on sale, so that you feel like you need to buy it, especially because this is on sale until June 1st. This one says biggest markdown in over 60 days, and it's 44% off. So maybe, I mean, but this is also a more reasonable price. Again, if these are the kind of drawings you should expect, these are super realistic and just not something I think is feasible to create. It's kind of interesting because people, like, I think especially with Amazon, people have come to expect, like, the quickest delivery possible. But when you're ordering a drawing that's supposed to be customized, the fact that it doesn't take a while to get to you makes me certain that these are all in the, certain that these are all pre-made. But with that, I do have a couple theories. First of all, I have done a lot of tarot and palm readings before because I enjoy them. I don't believe most of them, to be real, but I enjoy getting my palm read. I enjoy getting a tarot reading. So I get it for the entertainment, and I have noticed a pattern in how they're read to you. So let me just tell you what I think I am going to get from these people. I am almost certain that my reading is going to be mostly positive. At the end of the day, I am a customer, and customers want to be told that in their past life they were good people and they were mostly happy, or maybe they struggled but in a very romantic way or something like that. You want the reading to make you feel good about yourself. But I think they're going to suggest room for improvement. It's definitely going to impact my current self in some way. Like, they're going to say, I think one of these specifically mentioned it, where they were like, which one was it? Aha, here it is. Your past is not just history, it's a compass for your current life journey. So I think a lot of these are going to be like that, where they're like, here are areas that you can improve in your current life. Because I am certain that all of these people probably also sell other tarot stuff. So if they say to me, like, you were really good in your past life, but you struggled a bit with opening your heart chakra, that might encourage me to then work on my heart chakra and then come back to them and ask for like a 3-card spread about how my heart chakra is doing and stuff like that. Something that will generally make me feel good about myself, but also perhaps encourage me to be a future customer. Secondly, I don't think I'm going to get any historical figures. At first I was like, what if they tell me that I'm like Catherine of Aragon? I don't know why that was the first woman to come to my head, but she was. What if they tell me I'm some historical figure? And while based on what I have said about them wanting to give you a positive past life reading, that might seem like something they would do, I don't think so, and here's why. Because on Etsy, you can leave reviews. And let's say that they tell me I'm Catherine of Aragon, and then someone else sees that and they're like, but wait a minute, she also told me that I used to be Catherine of Aragon. How can we both be Catherine of Aragon? Then they're in trouble. Especially if they want to do what I suspect they did earlier, which is to send the same portraits and the same stories to several people to save time. I think it is easier. I think for these reasons, I am not going to get any historical figures. That is just my theory. And my last theory is not a theory, and it's more of like a be warned. So I have a pretty unique last name. I've not said it on the channel, and I'm still hesitant to say it on the channel, even though you can find it with a Google search. But anyway, if you Google my name, you will find photos of just me. So if they Google me, they will know what I look like. So first of all, if I see a drawing that looks like me, I will be impressed that they put in that effort. But I'm also going to assume that they just Googled me to see what I looked like and then put my picture in Photoshop and then use the like make it look like a drawing tool. Basically, what I'm saying is that if I see people who either look like me or share physical characteristics to me, I am not going to assume that that is supernatural, and so you shouldn't either. But again, I do not think that they are going to put in that effort. I think they are going to look at the fact that I'm a girl, and then they're going to send me a girl face and backstory. But that is just my opinion. We will see what happens. Perhaps in an hour. What is this from? Jesvin says, good, 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 good. What did they do to Jesvin? Jesvin? Oh my god, they turned Jesvin into a cat. So, my place of birth is redacted. My exact time of birth is 7:29 p.m. Thank you, Dad, for telling me that. My birth date is March 11th, 2003. My full name is Chloe Redacted, even though there's no reason for it to be redacted, and I'm kind of just doing it for the bit at this point. Any specific focus area? What did I say? I said that I have a phobia of needles and that I have a cafe au lait spot on my back, which is a kind of birthmark, which is true. And the reason I said this is because I'm going to be honest, I'm disappointed that most of these don't ask me a lot of questions. I mentioned these two things because I have heard from people that both of these things can be indicators of how you died in a past life, and I'm curious to see if they incorporate that into the story somehow. Like, I've heard phobias can be related to how you die, and like birthmarks can be like where you were injured in a past life. So I mentioned both of those things because I thought that I was going to get a bunch of fun questions like that, but no, most of these people are only asking me my name and birthday, and I am offended by that. And then for key feelings or experiences in your current life, I told them that I was a Jewish actress, asexual woman. That kind of felt like the core of who I am, so. And it says key experiences, and I'm gonna be honest, there's 256 characters here, and I was kind of not in the mood to like. It turns out I'm 57 characters over. It's interesting because that's the one that says that it would get it to you within the same hour, but they ask you the most questions. So if all of the things, like the cafe au lait spot, the phobia of needles, the Jewishness, the asexuality, the actress, if all of that gets factored into my backstory, they're getting 5 stars. I'm gonna be so impressed. These next one, they just ask me for my name and date of birth. It comes from Romania though, so that's cool. Do you think they'll tell me I'll be a vampire? Do you think people should come up with better jokes about Romania other than it's the place where vampires come from? This one asks me for my name, birthday, and date of birth. Optional if I have any questions or specification, but I don't really. Just tell me who I was and show me a picture of myself. Birthday and name. I guess if you were non-binary, you could put it in there. I joke about the fact that they're not being woke, but I am. The reason why there's only a man and woman option is because they have man and woman drawings already set to go, and if you factor in like gender identity and sex assigned at birth versus, then they have to like figure out how to draw a non-binary person and get into the question of what does a non-binary person look like. And I think they're like, no thank you, I just want to grab one of the photos from my woman folder or the man folder, so we're just gonna ask if you're a man or a woman, so thank you. And then the super expensive one, honestly though, for like almost $50, I actually do expect like a custom drawing. So if any of you have ordered from this person before and y'all got the same drawing that I did, we gather at dawn. They ask, which I think is funny, they ask for your date of birth, or they ask for your name, your date of birth, and then your ethnicity, which I think is really funny. I had never put much thought into whether you can reincarnate as a different race than you were before. But that must be what this is implying, right? Because why else would they ask that? I wanted to give them as much detail as possible, so I said I'm American, I'm Caucasian, and my family is Polish/Russian (parentheses Ashkenazi Jewish). If I see a big nose, again, we storm at dawn. So I'm gonna go ahead and check out. I obviously don't need to show you the details there, but before I do, I want to say I'm willing to spend money on this stuff because it seems fun, even though I don't really believe any of these people believe what they're doing is true. Most of these are not super expensive, and it's good for the video, and it's a fun video idea, right? When I was looking for these, some of them seemed very predatory. I saw many things that were within the range of like $50 to $100+. Not only for regular tarot spreads, but about stuff like when you're gonna find love, when, like, stuff about fertility, like when you're gonna get pregnant, when you're gonna be able to get a promotion, and all of that stuff felt very predatory to me. Because like those three things, for example, when you're gonna be able to get into a romantic relationship, when you're gonna be able to get pregnant or get your partner pregnant, and when you're gonna be able to be monetarily comfortable, those are huge things in people's lives that they would like kill to be able to get stability in. So charging people like a ton of money to like tell them when it'll happen, or even worse, to promise them that you can make it happen, feels super gross to me. Yeah, that made me uncomfortable. And I like, there's other stuff I'd want to do in the future if people like this video. Like I saw some that were like, give me $5 and I'll tell you what your aura color is, or like what does your soulmate look like? Like I'll draw a picture of your soulmate, and those seemed fun, but there were some that were really predatory, and I don't like that, and I am not going to do them because I don't want to give these people money. If I were to do them though, I think the ones that I would do is there's a couple that are like, if you give me $20, I'll tell you if you have a curse on you, or something like that. Like there were a bunch, like blood curses, familiar curses, generational curses. And if I was willing to give these people money, which I'm not because that feels very predatory and I don't want to give money to someone who's predatory, but I do think it would be funny to do those and to see if anyone would tell me that I don't have a curse on me. Because I am willing to bet that every single one of those people would not only say that I do have a curse on me, but that if I give them a little bit more money, they will take it off of me. But it'd be really funny to send someone $20 and be like, hey, do I have a generational curse? And they message you back and they're like, nah, you're good. You might be wondering why I bought 5 of these. First of all, is because I wanted to compare and contrast them to see like what, because I feel like you can't really know how good a reading is unless you compare it to other readings, but also because I wanted to test a little theory. If these are all real psychics, then presumably one of two things will happen. Either I will get 5 backstories describing the same woman and 5 pictures that all look like the same woman, or man. I guess I could have been a man in my past life, or a non-binary person, but I assume it's going to be a woman because I'm a woman. Anyway, I will get 5 backstories describing the same person and 5 pictures of the same person. Or alternatively, I will get 5 backstories from wildly different historical periods and 5 drawings of people from wildly different historical periods. Because, as several people have pointed out to me, I could have had multiple past lives, and if I did, then I might not get the same reading from everybody. But I presumably did not exist as several people within the same decade, right? So if these are real psychics, I should either get 5 of the same people or 5 people from different from different time periods. So if I see two different people whose lifetimes overlap, I'm gonna sue. Anyway, I'm gonna buy it now. I don't know why I need to give them my address, considering these are all digital purchases. Oh right, I forgot about sales tax. Also, the reason I did not hide how much money I was spending is because you could search it and figure out how much I was spending. Normally I would be, not normally, I am embarrassed that I am spending this much money for a video, but I think it's gonna be fun. Okay, my order has been confirmed. Let's see how long it takes for me to get my readings. It's 3:44 a.m. I hate myself. I'm back. So it is now Saturday the 25th. It's not the middle of the night. I'm filming it during the day now. Look at me with my time management skills. I guess we should just jump right into it. So here's the first email from Nova Drake. I actually have a friend named Nova, so that's a crazy coincidence. Hey Chloe, thank you again for your patience. Okay, wait, this came out, I got this the day after, so I ordered this on Saturday, or I guess I ordered it on Sunday at like 3 a.m. and I got it that same day at 6 p.m. Which they totally didn't have to do because that was a weekend. I cannot reasonably expect someone to work on the weekend. But yeah, so this was the fastest one I got, so props to Nova. Hey Chloe, thank you again for your patience whilst I created your order. It is my pleasure to attach your past life sketch, portrait, and reading. You certainly have had some interesting past lives, but this one was the strongest. Maybe you liked this one the most. That's interesting. It kind of sounds judgmental. Like, she didn't say you had some cool past lives. She's like, oh, your past lives were interesting. I'm sure that's not what you meant, but the wording is funny to me. But I'm just being judgy. So this is the one I liked the most. That's interesting. This was a pleasure and hope you love it too and you connect with the information. The guidance details might not be 100% historically accurate, as timings and dates can get a little muddled with multiple past lives and wandering souls. That sounds a little suspicious to me. To just be like, oh, I just read so many past lives, so if I tell you something that's just historically false, it doesn't mean I'm not a real psychic, I just got mixed up. That seems a little suspicious to me, but we'll keep going. I hope this finds you well and you enjoy the reading. Remember, this is about your past life, not your current lineage and family history. Sometimes you may dream of these things and have vague memories, but in most cases, our past lives are swept away in time as we inhabit a new life. If you have any issues, please get in touch. With love and blessings, Nova Drake. So let's go ahead and open the image and then we'll read. Did I tell her my birthday was 2023? That's a pretty picture. I feel like I look like the protagonist of an indie movie. I don't think she really looks like me, but I don't know. Comment below if you think we look alike, but I kind of just think she looks like a girl. Yeah, okay, before I read the past life thing, I want to make sure that I didn't tell her my birthday was in 2023. Nope, I said 2003. Okay. And this is the one that also asked what my ethnicity was. So let's see if that gets factored in. Oh, okay, so past life explained. It's interesting that they have 2023 on there. Was that just a mistype? Because it's not the current year. Wait, maybe it's 1923? Let's keep reading and see if that gets answered. So time period, 9th century. Oh God, when is that? Let me Google it. 1801 through 900. Okay, so this is really old. It does kind of look like she's wearing modern day clothing. I actually don't know anything about this time period, so I'm not going to say that. That very well could be historical clothing. Comment down below. Actually, I have a friend who does costume design, and when this video goes up, I'm going to send this to them So if you're watching, I don't want to say your name because you didn't give me permission to do that, but you know who you are. Tell me if this is accurate, if this is an accurate 9th century outfit. So I was a healer / medicine practitioner, and I was working class. I have a phobia of needles, which makes any healthcare difficult, but I guess that needles probably weren't. Anyway, in the rugged terrain of 9th century Austria, you lived as a beautiful young healer and seer whose enigmatic presence stirred whispers among the villagers. Born under the gentle gaze of Pisces, you possessed a depth of empathy and an ethereal allure that drew others to you. From the moment you took your first breath in the shadow of the Eastern Alps, there was an air of mystery surrounding you. Your dreamy eyes held secrets untold, and your quiet demeanor masked a profound understanding of the unseen forces that shaped our world. As you grew, your talents as a healer became apparent. You possessed an uncanny ability to sense the hidden ailments that plagued the body and soul, and your remedies, drawn from the herbs and plants of the alpine meadows, brought swift relief to those in need. But it was your gifts as a seer that truly set you apart. With a mere touch, you could unravel the tangled threads of a person's past and peer into the murky depths of their futures, offering insights that left even the most skeptical in awe. Despite your youth, you carried yourself with an ancient wisdom, your presence commanding respect and reverence. You moved through the world with a serene confidence, your words gentle and compassionate, yet carrying the weight of the ages. You had a profound sensitivity and intuition that flowed like a deep, tranquil river. You were unafraid to delve into the mysteries of the soul, knowing that within them lay the scenes of transformation and rebirth. This is very nice, but how old was I when I died? Because you keep mentioning how young I was, and maybe when I was young, I had these innate abilities, but at some point I did get older, right? Tell me that I got older, please. A little about your past life and personality. You are a captivating blend of mystery and wisdom. I am not mysterious at all. I am so talkative, I cannot. That's a big difference. A lot of this is like, I don't believe that I am psychic. I am not aware of any psychic abilities I have. I guess your past self doesn't need to be exactly like you. But no, I think of myself as a generally empathetic person. I think if I didn't have such a strong reaction to needles, being a doctor would not be a crazy career for me because I like to help people. So all of this seems, but no, I am not mysterious. I cannot stop talking about myself. But anyway, let me finish. You are a captivating blend of mystery and wisdom. Your physical presence was striking, with piercing eyes that seemed to hold the secrets of the universe within their depths. Your gaze, intense and penetrating, spoke volumes even in moments of silence. Your features were finely chiseled, accentuated by the subtle play of light and shadow that danced across your face. Your complexion bore the warmth of the sun, kissed by the gentle caress of mountain winds. Framing your countenance was a mane of dark hair flowing like cascading rivers down your back, a testament to your connection to the natural world. If I didn't know better, this would read like a romantic letter to me, but let's keep going. Adorned in a simple handmade headdress and vibrant, colorful fabrics, you carried yourself with an air of regal elegance. Your attire, a tapestry of rich hues and intricate patterns, spoke of ancient traditions and hidden meanings. You possessed a gentle and compassionate soul, characterized by empathy that allowed you to deeply connect with others. Your dreamy and intuitive nature often led you to insights that others might overlook. And your sensitivity to the emotions and needs of those around you expressed yourself through art, healing, and the vibrant fabrics and handmade jewelry you wore. I actually have made a couple jewelry pieces. Though you were often lost in your own thoughts, I guess I always had ADHD, your serene presence brought a calming influence to those fortunate to be in your company. Yeah, overall, nothing here is something, oh, there's more. But before I get to that, nothing so far is anything where I'm like, it all feels like definitely what a different version of myself could look like, but it's probably because a lot of this stuff is very general. Like, no one's gonna hear a description of themselves being super hot and think, well, that doesn't really resonate with me. No, if someone tells you, like, you were finely chiseled and you had piercing eyes. Like, everyone is gonna be like, that definitely sounds like me. So it does feel like it's kind of doing the zodiac, or like the cold reading technique of going so broad that you hit the mark pretty quickly. Or that's so broad, rather, that like everyone can resonate with it to some extent. So, unlocking the history of your past life. Have you ever thought that here we go, this is the thing I was talking about, where I think that this is going to be an encouragement for me to be a repeat customer. Have you ever thought that unlocking and understanding our past lives can be a profoundly transformative journey? It can illuminate the mysteries of our existence and shape the way we perceive ourselves and the world around us. Throughout the ages, the concept of reincarnation has fascinated countless cultures, offering a unique perspective to the cyclical nature of life and the eternal journey of the soul. By delving into our past lives, we open the door to a treasure trove of experiences, wisdom, and unresolved emotions that may have lingering effects on our present-day existence. This exploration not only grants us profound insights into our core identity, but also enables us to unravel karmic patterns and liberate ourselves from past burdens. Embracing the importance of delving into our past lives, we empower ourselves to cultivate self-awareness, find healing, and embark on a path of profound personal growth, ultimately leading to a richer and more meaningful life. Unlocking the secrets of past lives is a complex and deeply personal journey that often involves a combination of introspection, spiritual practices, and therapeutic approaches. Here are some methods that individuals may explore to delve into their past lives. Meditation and hypnosis. Through deep meditation or guided hypnosis, individuals can access their subconscious mind where memories of past lives may reside. Meditation helps quiet the mind, allowing for a more profound connection with one's inner self, while hypnosis can assist in uncovering buried memories. Past life regression therapy. This therapeutic approach involves working with a trained professional. I didn't know that there were past life trained professionals. Who guides individuals through a state of deep relaxation and helps them recall past life experiences. It aims to identify unresolved issues from previous lifetimes that might be influencing current behaviors and emotions. Dreams and intuition. Paying attention to vivid dreams, reoccurring themes, or strong intuitive feelings may offer glimpses into past life experiences. Journaling and self-reflection can aid in recognizing patterns and clues within these experiences. Oh my God, there's a lot. Soul retrieval and energy healing. Some spiritual practices focus on healing and integrating past life traumas through soul retrieval and energy clearing techniques. Releasing blocked energies and traumas can lead to a deeper understanding of past life connections. Regression audio and guided visualization. There are audio recordings and guided visualizations available that aim to facilitate past life explorations. Listening to these can create a relaxed state conducive to accessing past life memories. Automatic writing. Allowing oneself to write freely without conscious censorship can lead to surprising insights and memories from past lives. Automatic writing can act as a direct channel to subconscious memories. I like how there's also this shop link and Instagram page on Instagram link on every page. It's not a bad thing, I guess, but it is noticeable, right? Like, they are advertising. Remember that the process of unlocking past lives requires an open mind, patience, and a willingness to confront emotions and experiences that might arise. It is essential to approach this journey with compassion and seek support from qualified professionals if needed, like me. Additionally, interpretations of past life experiences are highly subjective and open to personal belief systems, so maintaining a balanced perspective is crucial throughout the process. Is the painting accurate? I hope so. These paintings and personality qualities outlined are like signposts. They can only hint at your true past lives. Interesting you didn't say that when I was buying the product. Take joy in what I present to you. Feel the colors and details. Meditate and dream on them and let your mind wander into the unknown. This is about a past life, not your current lineage and family history. Sometimes you may dream of these things and have vague memories, but in most cases, our past lives are swept away in time. We inhabit a creative thought into the material world. Your mind transcends time and space, and your true self cannot be comprehended by our limited senses. Disclaimer: the art of manifestation and future projection, although practiced They spelled practiced wrong. That's okay. I'm not going to be judgmental. That might just be English as their first language or dyslexia or something like that, but I just noticed. Anyway, although not practiced widely, is not classified as mainstream science. Results vary from person to person. I have a feeling that's kind of related to me getting other past life readings. Only positivity and belief can create good fortune in your life. Therefore, I must stress that these paintings are for entertainment purposes only and offer no guarantee of being true. That's crazy. By purchasing one of my art pieces, you are agreeing that I have no liability and responsibility for the decisions and actions you choose to undertake based on the items received. Right, okay. So here are my thoughts. As I said earlier, I think a lot of these are just general, very, very, very general things. She took the fact that I'm a Pisces and incorporated that in, but I don't know. The painting is very pretty, but again, I got it in less than 24 hours. And I just don't, this is a very beautiful painting, and I don't believe you can make a painting this realistic in under 24 hours. Or like, not just under 24 hours, like maybe if you were doing it for 24 hours straight, but like, she also needed time to write this like full page of stuff. I also noticed, again, like the only thing I really know about myself from this is that I was a healer. It does not say anything about like, did I get married? Did I have children? How old was I when I died? How did I die? Who were my friends like? What was my family like? It is very like drawing on the emotions of like, you were gorgeous and you were talented and you were young but passionate. I'm pretty sure I died young, and that's why she didn't mention it, if I'm being so that'd be so funny if she's like, ooh, how do I tell this girl that she dies when she's 19? Maybe I'll just leave out the death and hope she doesn't notice. But no, I think this is very fun. And if you want to check it out, you definitely should. But I do feel like I should say that I was logged out. Next, I got a download. Let me check when I got this one. Sent it to me 5 days ago, and I got it in let me just see if the messages are going to be the exact same as the PDF I got. Mystic Nicholas. This is just a logo. Okay, I guess it's only okay. Hello, Chloe. Thank you for reaching out for a past life reading. Let's delve into the details of your previous existence, exploring where and when you lived, your traumas, your love life, and other significant aspects that will provide you with a comprehensive understanding of your past life and influence on your current journey. There we go. See, these are more specific details. Past life tarot reading for me. Time and place. The world. The world card suggests that you lived during a significant period of cultural and societal expansion, likely around the late 19th to early 20th century. So I do know this one. This is late 1800s, early 1900s. So far the times do not overlap of the two we've read. Not even a little bit. So these two things could both be true. This was a time of great change and globalization, possibly in a bustling city such as Paris, New York, or London. These cities were epicenters of cultural development, art, and innovation. That is true, but they are also wildly different. But you got the time down, so that's fine. Occupation, the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles indicates that you are dedicated to a craft or profession that required a high level of skill or precision. You are likely involved in an artistic or creative field, perhaps as a painter, sculptor, or craftsman. What did I tell him? Oh, he's the one who asked for a lot of stuff. So he knows that I'm an actress. So let's keep that in mind. It's interesting that he asks if it's just going to be the tarot stuff, but I appreciate it. So yeah, he knows that I'm in a creative field now. Traumas, the Tower. I don't know a ton about tarot, but I know enough to say that pulling the Tower for a trauma card is devastating. The Tower signifies significant upheavals and traumatic events in your past life. You may have experienced sudden changes or catastrophic events that altered your life dramatically. This could have involved personal losses, societal upheavals, or natural disasters. These experiences left a deep impact on you, shaping your resilience and ability to adapt to life-changing circumstances. That's crazy. to say, I don't know what happened to you, but it was bad and it affected you deeply. Love life, the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups suggests that you had a meaningful and fulfilling romantic relationship in your past life. This relationship was characterized by mutual respect, love, and a deep emotional connection. Your partner was likely a significant source of support and happiness for you, and you shared a bond that was both harmonious and balanced. Social status, the Hierophant. The Hierophant indicates that you held a respected position within your community. You were likely involved in maintaining cultural or spiritual traditions, possibly as a teacher, advisor, or leader within a religious or social institution. I thought I was a crafter. Your role was important in upholding the values and beliefs of your society, and you were seen as a person of wisdom and authority. Okay, so I was either a high priestess or a painter, so we're down to that. Appearance, the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands suggests that you had a striking and vibrant presence. You were likely known for your charisma, confidence, and warm, approachable nature. Your physical appearance was captivating, with expressive features and a dynamic energy that drew people to you. You exuded a sense of vitality and passion, which was reflected in both your personal and professional life. Influences on current life, the High Priestess. Here we go. The High Priestess signifies that your past life experiences have left you with a deep sense of intuition and inner wisdom. Your phobia of doctors and needles, it's not doctors and needles, it is just doctors' needles. If a doctor is not holding a needle, I'm fine with them. But still, your phobia of doctors and needles may stem from medical traumas or experiences with healthcare in your past life. The cafe au lait spot on your back could be a physical manifestation of past life memories or significant events. Being an actress in this life may also be influenced by your past involvement in the arts or creative professions. Okay, I actually do think it's really cool that he worked that in. But he does kind of say the cafe au lait spot could be a manifestation of a thing that happened to you. But no, I think that's really cool that he worked that in. Summary and personalized insights. Chloe, your past life was rich with cultural and historical and professional achievements, set against a backdrop of significant historical change. You lived in a vibrant, culturally significant city during the late 19th to early 20th century, where you honed your skills as an artisan or creative professional. Your dedication to your craft brought you respect or recognition, and you held an important role in maintaining cultural or spiritual traditions. Your love life was marked by a deep and fulfilling relationship, providing emotional support and happiness. However, you also faced significant traumas and upheavals, which required resilience and adaptability. Oh my god, I can't read. These experiences have left you with a lasting impact on your current life, contributing to your intuitive abilities and inner wisdom. Your striking appearance and charismatic nature in your past life are reflected in your current career as an actress. Oh, that's so sweet! Where your ability to captivate and engage an audience continues to shine. The phobia of doctors and needles may be linked to past life medical traumas, while the cafe au lait spot on your back could be a physical reminder of significant past events from that time. Embrace the strengths and lessons from your past life as you navigate your current journey. Trust your intuition and inner wisdom, and continue to use your creative talents to inspire and connect with others. Understanding the influence of your past life can provide valuable insights and guide you towards a fulfilling purpose in life. Thank you for allowing me to explore your past life with you. May this reading offer clarity and inspire you on your path. I don't know if you guys got this, but this felt a lot more personal. He worked in the stuff that I told him. When did he get this to me? He got this to me 5 days ago. So this, I think he got to me on Tuesday. So he took, and it was at 1:58. So but his local time is significantly after me. So he probably, it sounds like he took 2 full work days to work on this. And that's assuming he doesn't have other clients, which I am sure he does. But no, this feels like it was more personal. Again, I'm a bit of a skeptic, so I'm sure parts of it are kind of worked out, but mentioning every card and what that tells him, this one seemed more engaging to me. So this is what I looked like. Does she kind of look like me? This also might be AI. I do believe it is either AI or an image that he already had, but I don't know AI drawings well enough to know if this is one. this is just a hyper-realistic portrait, and I just don't think you can get that done in 2 days alongside like everything else a human being has to do. But leave in the comments below if you have thoughts. It's a very pretty image though. And I do feel like we kind of look alike, and I don't know why. Maybe we don't. Maybe this is getting in my head. She has like gray eyes. My eyes are blue, but they're very gray blue. I love the shirt though. I might have to steal that. And then he also offered to that if I bought this necklace, I'd get a free tarot reading. The necklace is very expensive, and if it's like solid gold, I understand why, but it's $285, and that's when it's 70% off. It's $950. Although again, if it's solid gold and it's like this big, that makes sense, but still, I don't know if I've got that. But this one was super cool. Thank you, Nicholas. That one felt a lot more personalized. Okay, which one did I get next? I got this one next. So this is from Miss Salazar. And then let me find out what I told her. She just got name, birthday, and place of birth. Many blessings. You had true devotion to your previous life. You are being called to develop a regular meditation, journaling, or chanting practice, or to show up your soul with rhythm. This was true of the first one as well, where they talked about me being very spiritual. I am religious, I'm Jewish, but I'm not spiritual in the way they're describing. And here's my best guess. I think they tell most people that they were spiritual because they assume that if you're using their service, you are probably spiritual. That's just a guess though. I could be wrong. And again, just because I'm not spiritual in this life doesn't mean I wasn't spiritual in a previous one. Anyway, this implied a developing daily practice where you filled up your well and spent time with your soul. All the answers to all of the questions you seek are waiting for you in the portal of your heart. Your soul has intelligence from your anterior lives, but you cannot hear them unless you carve out time each day to listen. We are here to grow. Is this the backstory, or is this... because this is... Earth is one big playground for the soul to learn. Your soul originated from the stars. Oh. You have a high frequency. You are not for everyone. You are chosen. I'm sorry, am I about to go on an adventure? The undeserving soulmates, karmic people, or acquaintances will be taken out of your life. Are they gonna kill them? Your consciousness inspires energetically other people that are around you. Your simple presence has an impact on others. You had a significant past lifetime in the Celtic lands, and you could feel bonded to this culture. Perhaps you have lived in or visited the islands of Scotland, Wales, or England. If you sense deja vu and could be an Anglophile, a person who adores these cultures, I don't feel a strong connection to any culture. I mean, it's interesting because if there's any practice that I follow, it's just traditional Jewish ones, kind of Ashkenazi, but I don't know if I feel a deep connection. Anyway. I am very pale, so it would not surprise me if I came from Ireland, Scotland, or Wales, or England. You are also fascinated with Stonehenge and King Arthur's Camelot. I like how all of these have said you might be, but this is like, you are also fascinated with Stonehenge. And I'm like, I'm neutral on Stonehenge. And she's like, no, you're really into Stonehenge. You may have learned the old religion of the Celtic lands, which involves the use of healing herbs and gaining wisdom from oak trees. There's a connection. Let's see if these are the same people. Your connection to the elemental realm has made you love fairies, elves, and all fae. She could have just found my YouTube channel. Probably not, but she could have. But dang, she kind of got me there. You also respected and loved trees, especially oaks and willows. You were born into a big family with English origins. Since you were a child, you were attracted to nature, flowers, and art. You loved and had the opportunity to travel and see a lot of places and to have in your life beautiful memories from all the places you have visited. You had a sense that you lost people, but those people were taken out by the divine because they were not worthy of your energy and of your time. That's crazy. You had problems with letting go of people because you always saw only the best in them. That's not true of my current life. In my current life, I am very confrontational, and if I don't think something's working out, I am fine with. Anyway. You spend many moments alone because you wanted to find out the truth about your soul. You were researching life and spirituality and religion. You were a successful woman with a lot of admirers, but you didn't feel that they were the ones for you. After you ended a karmic cycle from your lineage, you received a huge blessing from the divine. You received an abundant and healthy family. You had many pets, especially dogs. You were in a commitment to a higher level of soulmate. You were a complete woman inside and out. You were so intelligent. The average society was inspired by you. That must be some translation error, because I don't know what that means. You had the ultimate emotional fulfillment. You detached from all that was evanescent. In your 30s, you became a mother and you had a daughter. Your husband had an affair, but he remained with you. I actually really like that, because I assumed all of this was going to be positive, but I actually really appreciate that's like, you got cheated on, and not only did you get cheated on, but you stayed with him. That's crazy. Go, Miss Salazar. That was a bold choice, and I really appreciate you for it. You lived more than 80 years. You had in your life your past life family with different roles. You were blessed for the moments of introspection because you did not fight your fate, and fate responded back to you. You are a fair woman with no lying, no deceptive energy. You were blessed with a love for everything that surrounded you, so kind and generous. You have creative talents that have not been fully exploited. In this life, you will do it. I am going into a creative field, and I'm really nervous about my ability to get a job, so thank you, Miss Salazar. Those who knew you considered you a different person. You were a very intelligent person. You were a philosopher or a thinker. You brought a new vision, and you inspired a lot of people. In your actual life, you will have to believe in inspiration and intuition. Cultivate more optimism and love. Your lesson is to find out what you need to do to become a more fulfilled person. Thank you for choosing to work with me. I did an aura cleansing and an energy purification with candles and roses for you during the reading. I am also doing other types of readings, which you can check out on my store. Okay, that's cool, because like I assumed that these would be like, I can do an energy cleaning for you for $5, but she tells me that she went ahead and did it. She also does advertise her other stuff, but that does not seem pushy to me. This one was cool. I liked this one. It was pretty vague. It did not have a specific time period. I did have a daughter, but I got cheated on. In this lifetime, I hope to have children and not be cheated on, but we'll see what happens. And this is me. Is this AI? The eyes seem AI. I like the way I look, though. I do have lizard eyes going on, so that's kind of freaking me out. And the necklace is not... Yeah, this is AI generated. But that's okay, because... Again, I don't think it's realistic to have drawn a hyper-realistic portrait in, like, 3 days, so... I'm fine with it being AI. Especially because the fact it's AI makes me think it's actually personal. And she just described what she imagines to the AI, as opposed to some of the other people who I'm kind of sure just... have stuff in the folders, but I liked this reading. I actually really like that she told me my husband cheated on me, and maybe that's not good. Okay, this one I got 3 days ago. Hello, radiant soul. Together, let's explore pathways to healing and growth. Divine presence be with you. Planet Earth is a great initiation for the soul and life lessons, and the life lessons are the curriculum in which we enroll. You have soul memories and gifts from previous lives. You have done this before. The world is far more than our documented history suggests. That's crazy. As souls, many of us have experienced ancient eras on this planet that were much more advanced than ours today. Oh wow. As we begin to remember these times, the rememberings and gifts can come flooding back. There was a moment before you were born when you chose the conditions of the life you were living, when you plotted out these exact moments along the timeline of your life. Past life experiences are stocked in the memory of the soul. You have within you these lessons you have mastered during the cycles of reincarnation. You are here to learn and find more lessons. You are here to learn more and more lessons. You wanted to experience human life, to find yourself over and over again without knowing all the details. You discover yourself more and more every day that passes. You discover others and the earth with every breath that you take. Being in the present moment is an actual blessing. Many souls are trapped in karmic cycles. You are one of the beings that are free from that, and you are here to co-create with the Creator. I'm working with God. You had the ability to manifest your own reality in your previous life. You are now more advanced than before. Because Earth is a planet of polarity and free will, it is easy to forget that this intelligence exists within us. You are being called to remember the intelligence that is within each and every one of your cells. You have trained for many lifetimes for the energies of the new Earth. We as souls are between different lifetimes, recognizing the mirrored versions of ourselves, moving gently from who we once were to who we are now. Oh my God, when are you going to tell me who I used to be? Know that your soul is a spiritual being having a human experience and flows in and out of different life forms throughout all eternity. Death is nothing to fear. It is simply a gateway between lives and the interlife between lives. Your higher eternal self will be there to guide you through this experience, as always. You had a mission in your previous life about humanity. Your soul longed to be human, to have a human experience. We are the universe experiencing itself as humans. You did not come here alone. You have your soul family with you. You are being reassured that your soul consciously decided to experience what it is like to be a soul in a human body on this planet at that time. You had a special bond with your parents. I have a special bond with my parents now. I'm very close to them, so spot on. Your soul remembers the plan, the fated life, and the destiny of life. You had in your past life a big purpose. You were lifting the veil for humanity. You felt the pulse of Mother Earth with the time and nature. The planet when you had your first reincarnation after Lemuria and Mintaka was in a dark place. You were one of the pioneers of the souls who volunteered for healing humankind. You waited for the portal to jump in. You had a double mission as light worker and starseed. You served the world by being you. You have changed perspectives of many people in your first reincarnation. You have a star family that waits for your call to support your mission. You are the consciousness of the universe experiencing itself as human. Your soul is from Lemuria and Mintaka. Huh? You are looking for the lost lands. Your soul in the actual life is guided to travel in specific places because you have good karma to reap. You are a priestess. You are being called to step up and lead, share your voice, your motherly energy to heal others. Trust your intuition about the places you are called to visit. You have the intuition and the ability to spread light and happiness from around you from your previous lives. Who was I in a previous life? I was an alien? Is that what you're telling me? That's what the other person told me too. What? You shared your voice and told people about the higher power. You built faith in people. You had an important and past life as an American, which is connected to your current journey in this life. If you have been drawn to the Americas, artifacts, cultures, and spirituality, that is because it is familiar to your soul. Yes, I've lived here all my life. Studying American teaching can help you awaken ancient memories and knowledge that you have stored within you. This energy also signifies cultures from other countries as well. Perhaps you have some hidden anger or pain because of a battle or loss during your time as an American person. Back in my previous life when I used to be American. In your previous lifetime, your soul wanted to express itself. It's wanting to express itself through at. Okay. Beauty yearned to be woven. You birthed new consciousness into life. Are you telling me I became a mom as well? Or you were an artist? Creativity was your true nature. Creativity and intuition come from the same sacred place. That era is one of those uncovering mistruths so you can remember ancient truths. Everything was in a state of recall and realignment. Anything that was not in harmony with the planet didn't survive. You and your soulmate are starseeds, and you are here from previous lives to lift the veil between the seen and unseen worlds, to shine a light on things that are inauthentic or unaligned with the survival and well-being of Earth. You stood for and protected those who didn't have a voice. You looked deeper. Oh my God, how long is this? You looked deeper and questioned everything that previous generations did not. Your family traveled to many countries. Your family had strong unity. You had 2 sisters. You knew different languages and you saw so many cultures. You traveled a lot by ocean. You were amazed by water in general. You had innovative ideas. Your general knowledge was vast. You had young energy all your life. Your inspiration came from nature. Your family was very protective of you. You knew how to defend what is yours. You gave birth to 1 boy and 2 girls. They brought happiness and healed your life. They were extremely intelligent. When they arrived in your life, the spiritual bond was so strong. Family life was based on respect and true love. You lived in the countryside and in a populated city as well. How did I do both at once? You loved your job. You were a workaholic person that needed also plants to stand near her while you were working. You had a big garden. Your divine counterpart was the ideal communicative partner. He understood you like no other. At a certain moment in your past life, you had no clue what to do next. He rescued you from your thoughts and showed you the reality. You had spiritual power, the knowledge that you passed to the next generation through your children. You and your true love were from different backgrounds, but the love was showing the world what love is. Your husband had a luxurious yacht. You had a cat. You loved to pay attention to every small detail. You believed in the power of kindness. Your first lovers were obsessive over you. Your husband was your true everlasting love. Your profession was in the justice system as your mother, so both me and my mom were in the justice system. You wanted to invest in a new place. You were a spiritual woman with a strong energy field. Your aura was so healthy. You used Buddhist methods, incense, and aromatic therapy daily. You and your husband were connected at a spiritual level and in communication. Oh my God, this has been going on forever. You had long conversations that would never end. You learned from each other so much. You were very protective of your energy. He was the only one that deserved to see your weakness because he loved you unconditionally. You took care of people with motherly energy. Animals felt your good heart. You have rescued a lot of animals and helped them find loving homes. I did foster cats this year. You loved life and life loved you. You were favored by the higher power. You smiled and life smiled back at you. You were lucky at any game you played. You had the power to predict and win any game. Your intuition was on point. You had a happy childhood. You loved your father so much. I do love my dad. It's his birthday tomorrow. You wanted to explore the world. You were comfortable in your place. Your home was your sacred space, but sometimes your soul desired to see the beauties of the world. You lived on the continent of North America. Your work involved travel. Your husband was half European. He was a strong personality in his country. Oh, I'm Asian. I guess I didn't expect that. On one hand, that feels like a lot of information. Or it feels like, it's a lot of nothing. You could probably have condensed that to like a couple paragraphs because stuff is repeated but part of me is like, if any of them actually came from a psychic intuition, it feels like it would be that one because that is complete stream of consciousness with no organization at all. And to me, I would imagine that's what like getting a vision is like. Less helpful for the video because that was a toughie to get through. But I like the drawing. The drawing is very pretty. Again, kind of seeing some maybe AI things. But I'm not an expert, and I know people say AI at everything now, but I actually think this image is also AI. Okay, we have one more. This took the longest to get to me, and I'm not mad that that some of these got to me later, but I will say they were all advertised as 24 hours. And I wouldn't have minded getting them, or I don't mind at all because the video's getting made and I wasn't in desperate need, but I do think as a general matter, if you advertise a service is going to get to someone within 24 hours, you should get it to them within 24 business hours. 5 days ago, she says, welcome, Chloe. I'm writing this to let you know that I've received your order and will start working on it soon. My work is composed of 2 connections at a 12-hour distance of each other so that we cover both the yin and yang energies in your spirit and provide you with an authentic reading. In around 24 to 48 hours, I will get back to you with the results, sweetheart. Maybe I fall for it, but I appreciated being called sweetheart. I felt cared for. In the meantime, you may relax and keep a serene peace of mind while I work on your reading and portrait. Also, if you would like to ask me something about your order or anything you would like to discover out of curiosity, I'm answering message each day for 2 to 3 hours. And then 3 days later, she says, hello, sweetie, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Again with the sweetie, fall for it every time. I'm writing to tell you that I've just completed your portrait and you will receive it shortly. The reading will also reach you in 24 hours at most, with gratitude. So let's look at the portrait first. I got that 3 days ago, but I didn't get the reading until much more recently. Do I think this is AI generated? The eyes seem a little off somehow. What does the necklace look like? Yeah, something's weird with the necklace. But that's a pretty draw. Also, where it feels like the head wrap kind of turns into hair. Also, again, can someone comment down below if this is historically accurate to anywhere, or specifically where I'm about to find out I come from? Chloe, I thank you so much for your patience. I'm happy to tell you that I have finished transcribing your reading from my journal into my laptop, and it will reach you shortly. Feel free to let these revelations settle into your being when you are ready. You may share your impressions with me as I am here for you. I'm probably not going to do that, sorry. Dear Chloe, I welcomed you into the purifying light of my shrine, and during our ceremony of connection, I delved into the abyss of the past, exploring the many spirals of your existence. Though each of them bears fascinating signs and secrets, one stands out in particular, drawing my attention with a special luminosity. I was drawn back to ancient Mesopotamia in 2200 BC, where your soul shone with rare intensity. Okay, so this doesn't overlap with the other ones either. I don't think any of them explicitly overlap, although 2 of them did not give me a date at all, so. In that existence, I saw your name was Kamala, a name that resonated with reverence and respect in the community in which you lived. Your story begins with the miraculous act of the goddess Inanna, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, queen of the universe. Your parents, in despair at their inability to have children, prayed fervently to the goddess. In answer to their prayers, Inanna blessed you with life, a clear sign of her favor. As a child, it was clear to you that you had something unique in your heart because you had a deep connection to spirituality and could read people's hearts with an accuracy beyond comprehension. This wasn't just a skill, it was a calling. So at the age of 18, you decided to devote yourself to traveling the world. You sought out people's souls, their untold stories. While traveling, you wrote on sacred tablets about the pains, hopes, and dreams of the people you met. With every word you carved, you offered them a rediscovery of the meaning of their lives. Your stories, inspired by Inanna, were a balm to many a wounded heart, offering hope and comfort in times of despair. One day, while carving words into a tablet, a wealthy dealer in precious metals was captivated by your beauty and saw your unique gift. He saw in you the reflection of purity and truth, and so your destinies were sealed together. Together you built a sanctuary, a place where souls could come to display their stories, hopes, and dreams for you to inscribe on the tablet. These became guides and sources of inspiration for all who read them. Together you were blessed with 2 children. Each of them inherited something special from you, your passion and indomitable spirit, as well as their father's wisdom and vision. Dear, while you reflect on this life, you must understand that Kamala's energy and strength are still within you. Her story is a testament to the spiritual power and deep connection you can have to those around you. Just as Kamala brought hope and comfort to the hearts of many, you too have the ability to influence and change the lives around you. It shows me that the relationship between you and your partner in that life was one of rare depth. Together you advanced to your higher self and ultimately to your cosmic self. It was a fiery love in which he made you feel complete, valued, and understood. The world seemed brighter, the colors more vibrant, and your heart in a synergistic rhythm with his. On a full moon night, I see you writing with him on the whiteboards, immortalizing your spiritual journey. The sanctuary you built together bore the Sumerian name, I'm not going to try to pronounce that because I feel like I will mispronounce and feel bad, which can be translated as life with meaning. You dedicated the sanctuary to the goddess Inanna, and, as a sign of your covenant, the goddess sent a white dove, promising you that your love and mission would continue into future lives. In that past life, your relationship Jesus, I've lost the ability to read. Your relationship was a shining example of spiritual love. The 2 of you were souls united by destiny that transcended mere physical existence. Every time you looked into each other's eyes, an energetic bridge was created between you, like a dove's wing gently flapping in your hearts. The dove, a sacred symbol of love a sacred symbol for you, represented unity, fidelity, and the promise of eternal love. In the fertile lands of Mesopotamia, doves were seen as divine messengers. On special days, you launch white doves into the sky, a symbol of love and your mission to bring light into the hearts of people. I launch white doves in the sky. First of all, where do I find them? 2, how do I catch them? And 3, I assume it means just release them, but still, that's crazy. These doves were both signs of divinity and of your ancestral connection. I saw in my vision a special day, the 2 of you in the center of your sanctuary, launching a white dove into the sky with a red ribbon tied to its leg. This act symbolized the rebirth of your love, the promise that you would always be together no matter what form or time. The red ribbon signified your heart's blood, your passion, and the eternal bond between you. When you see a dove in your life today, therefore, you should recognize this deep connection. It is a divine sign of your reunion with your past love. The dove is a spiritual messenger between the 2 of you, a symbol of your pure love and spiritual rebirth. From this, when you feel an inexplicable connection with someone, when your heart recognizes a soul before your mind can comprehend it, it is often a response from the universe. That feels like a bad thing to tell people. Like, hey, if you see someone and have a crush on them, they might be your soulmate, so you need to make that happen. But maybe I'm just being paranoid. In your present life, the dove will serve as a bridge between the past and the present, reminding you of all the love you experienced with him in that life and promising to find it again in this existence. My vision took me to the society of that era that placed great value on wisdom, balance, and harmony. Your values, like divine sparks, embraced these principles, encouraging people to find meaning and purpose in their lives. My vision shows that in your current existence, your spouse's energy is already living in your heart. I am single. As you access your 3 karmic teachings, he will return to your life, and together you will continue that sublime mission of love and life. I also like women, so maybe he could be a girl? The meaning of your present life is deeply connected to your past teachings and experiences. You are called to rediscover, embrace, and share with the world that divine and guiding essence that existed within you when you were Kamala. You are here to inspire, to bring light into the lives of others, and to help others understand the value and beauty of their own existence. In order to develop your spirituality further in this life, it is essential to take the time for reflection and meditation. I'm running out of breath. Immerse yourself in spiritual readings, participate in workshops or groups that allow you to explore more deeply the mysteries of the soul. Listen to your heart and intuition. They are your most trusted compasses. In preparing for your karmic love, it's vital to keep your heart open and receptive. Cultivate within yourself the energy of the lover archetype. That passion, openness, and dedication that defines you. To manifest this energy, engage in activities that bring you joy and make you feel alive. Dance, write, sing, paint, or whatever else fires your soul. In every moment, be present and give yourself generously to the world so that the lover energy shines in your heart. Breathing deeply towards the end of our connection, I feel deep within my being that you are on the right path. Every step you take brings you closer to fulfilling your destiny. Stay connected to your essence, to that inner flame that has guided you through so many lives. Continue to light the way for those around you, to share wisdom and love, and to know that the universe will reward this generosity. With each passing day, you move closer to that moment of reunion and fulfillment of your mission on this earth. Trust the process, let your heart guide you, and receive all the love that is offered to you, and then return it generously and bless all that you touch it with your beauty, with love, with a luminous soul and an open heart. And then she says, darling, it has been a delight to work on your wonderful reading, and I would like you to know that in my sanctuary, you will always find a place of protection and guidance. Thank you. Okay, that was a lot, but what are our final thoughts? The Nicholas one is the one that felt the most personal to me because he directly references stuff and he breaks down the cards. Although I'm sure for all of them, especially like the last one, a lot of it kind of just feels very, very generic. I mean, it's not a far leap to assume that someone who's getting a past life reading is spiritual. I can't imagine. I mean, I know a few people who are very sympathetic but not empathetic, so maybe the empathy reading wouldn't read well to them, but most people I know would not disagree if you said that they were very empathetic, or to say that you're like very aware. And several of them described me as striking, which was interesting. It's one thing to describe someone as like pretty, but striking is just such a particular word. It stood out to me. But again, nobody's gonna be like, I don't resonate with this psychic calling me attractive. I think I would have resonated more if they called me ugly. I would have thought it was so funny if someone was like, you weren't the prettiest girl, but like, you had other stuff going on. The one person said I got cheated on. It's one thing to say you got cheated on and then left the guy, but dang, she really was like, you stayed with a cheater. How do you feel about that? Again, I have some of my doubts about this service, about these services, but I checked all of their profiles and none of them do the really predatory stuff that I mentioned in the first half of this video. So if you are looking to get a past life reading done, I would check out the stores of the people who I used in this video. I'll put the links to all of their stores in the description. You know what? It's fun. Even if it's a little silly, even if I don't fully believe in it, these people are not doing anything wrong, except for maybe sell AI generated art and presenting it as their own. But that's just a theory. I can't prove that it's AI generated. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you want me to do more of these? Maybe I can message back one of these guys and be like, so what do you mean by the alien thing? What reading can I get for you to tell me more about the alien thing? Maybe I can do, I saw one for, I mentioned this last time, like for getting your aura color read. I saw another for your spirit animal, which I thought about doing, but I'm a little hesitant to do it because I don't know how many people who are doing the spirit animal readings are Native American, and that's one of the most, like, you get the point. You don't want to just like culturally appropriate something like that. But let me know your thoughts, and if you are better at history than me, please leave a comment and tell me, like, were the outfits historically accurate? Were the stories historically accurate? All that jazz. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. Bye.